I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep, we're finally where we belong.
Tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Shame on that!
I was way off.
But shut up, Wesley.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's a woman.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Out of it.
Get into it.
Low profile. Look at the words. Low profile. Hey, Richie, how's your hand? It hurt like a
That's all, brother. I had it.
Welcome. 79 episodes. I'm on a lean mixture tonight, but I'm not calling out of work unless I'm dead. And I might even stream from the hospital if I ever had to go. Yeah, that's right. Such is my dedication. Never have you seen it before. Erwin.
Yeah, Badger looks just terrible. Like, he looks like he just needs to be in bed. Looks absolutely awful, but he's here for you guys.
He's here. He's queer. Get used to it.
Hey, California Straight.
Also,
thank you.
Play Expedition 33. I'm about to 1v1 the Paintress, bro.
I think she's a victim of the environment, but I don't know. We'll find out. Erwin, I will thank you. I beat my Skyrim playthrough, most complete ever, 200 hours.
Now what I thought you were gonna say you beat.
I don't beat that anymore. He's deserved a break. I did start playing Expedition 33. Yeah. I understand people saying it's going to game of the year. If it keeps on this track, it will be my game of the year, probably.
I just sexed one of the women's.
Can I guess? Was it the
No. So you least suspect.
Well, who I least suspect might get you in trouble depending on which country you're in. Oh, all right. Leon, thank you for joining us, my friend. You have a big show after this, so we will try not to wear you out because I know there's some shenanigans afoot.
Give me a nice good pregame, though, especially considering that they're just getting done streaming with Niat and Goodwin and Vex. And, of course, the lovely Dooley's down there. And me being the voice of reason. It was a very weird stream. I've never heard Niat say so much, I agree with Leon. So now I'm kind of worried. So I need you to make me sufficiently a heel again, my friend.
Yeah, I do worry when you and I share similar opinions. It either means I'm woefully off base and or I don't know.
Or that I'm learning, and that's even scarier.
I'll be opening doors soon. ABF,
how's it going?
Thank you for joining us. I missed you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for the weekend because it hit like 117 the other day in Phoenix, and I'm gonna go to the mountains and beat the heat.
The mountains.
A lot of heating on the stream so far.
Not me. Heat.
Not me.
Heat.
But I'm sure you'll be cooking up there. It's some boom booms.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice? You live in a place so fucking hot that you have to escape to the mountains, not because of bandits or anything like that, but because it's hot.
God's trying to kill you.
But it's a dry heat.
Yeah, but the winters are amazing because you can wear shorts.
He's Latin on the inside, so it's heat. It's watermelonness. Yes.
On the inside and the waist down. Is that the phrase?
I cannot eat chocolate because it melts before I touch it. Moxie, how are you?
Hello.
Moxie's here. One's sleeping away like a little nugget there.
Yep. The snoring potato.
Yes. It's an extra special potato. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Doolies.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Are you
How's it going?
Nice and refreshed and not... You didn't just argue and stream for like 2 hours talking about some asinine bullshit? How you doing?
Not this time. Not this time.
Yeah, we listened to the arguing because there was not any room to talk.
We got a couple in.
At some point, Katie and Andy, you guys gotta learn to just start talking over Goodwin. Like you're just gonna have to.
Yeah.
It was so funny when Vex kept changing her faces, though. That was good.
Yeah. Vex is a gym. We love Vexy.
Shout out Vex. sure Rossi is thinking about her right now. Hallowed be her name. Thank you for joining us, guys. I appreciate it. I know it's a lot of streaming, and so I do appreciate you on this auspicious day. Mr. Techrat.
What's up, bruv? How you feeling?
What's up, bruv? I'm feeling buff bold.
Yeah, you said you was all chipper. You was the opposite of tickety boo earlier.
Yeah, you say the trick is you just take enough drugs until you don't know what's what.
Right.
All right, let's see. What'd you do?
Give us what we want.
I figured out the trick a long time ago. Though.
Oh my god, I was just watching Married with Children.
Give us the bobas.
Megan 2.0 though. Let's go. Are you gonna see F1? Really? That's a surprise to put up there.
No, I'm gonna see that before I see Megan.
I've heard F1 is a fucking banger.
You know what? That shouldn't be a surprise for you. Never mind. I'm retarded.
What, Erwin?
I was gonna say I got my ticket for Megan too. Anyone else are actually going to man up, or are you guys just talking a big game?
No,
I'm absolutely gonna see it. I love the first one.
It looks so bad. It looks amazing.
Techrat, is that an Ironheart? Is on your head.
Dude, season 2 of Tires just came out, and I binged the whole thing. It's longer than the first one, and even better.
Hey, yeah, you do have an Ironheart chapeau. I see.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't.
80s class I was able to spot that with like precision.
Cybernetic.
Threat detected. It's like Cyborg.
Enhance.
It's my suit on defense.
The pink Lego car. What's the story on that?
I collect the Lego Speed Champions Fast and the Furious line.
And was that Sydney Sweeney with the cowboy hat, or is that somebody else?
Yeah,
there was a hat.
A hat.
Yeah. And
You're
I will just
distracted
address it.
by the middle part.
Let me just address it right now before talking about Tires with Rat. His microphone has some form of age. We need to get him a new one. So all T-shirt proceeds do in fact go to Mr. Techrat. So if you buy a T-shirt, it's going towards a worthy mic upgrade. Dear God, above and below.
Tires, only if you want to hear me say anything.
I do actually prefer when you say things. Tires was good.
You know what we do with old microphones?
It was good. Oh yeah, no, I'm down. We'll take it out.
The only known cure for AIDS BF.
I'm not gonna lie, I really did just get warm feelings, and it went into my appendages when I remember shooting the 50. Yeah, like is Daddy having flashbacks? Yeah, but not the type you're thinking.
Funny, I was looking at the videos and I saw that one where ABF didn't support your back, and you looked back and you were like, "So you're not gonna hold my back?" He goes, "Nah, you got it."
It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was the nicest compliment. He put his hand on everyone else's shoulder, but he didn't on mine. I was like,
they grow up so fast.
Yeah, Tires. I do recommend Tires, and Rat saying the second one is it has a Seinfeld-esque group of like an office is like it's comfort viewing. The environment, the people are what's it on? Katie, you like it? You guys have seen it? Oh,
it's in the first season. I haven't seen the second season yet.
Shane Gillis is also so charismatically and nonchalantly funny. He's one of those dudes that's very much just anything he says is funny because of the delivery, not even jokes. Like I feel like you could just sort of Biden's the first president you could punch, assassinate. That's only funny coming out of him because of his delivery. It's amazing. So he's like Seinfeld in that regard.
Yeah, he had a couple of funny, and his Trump is pure legendary. Pure legend.
Yes.
What streaming service is it on?
Netflix.
Okay, that's what I thought. So it's because it's one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, it's really good, and I know you're just gonna follow it up with Paramount or Apple TV.
Nope, it is on Netflix. Totally worth a watch. The best thing that happened to Shane was not getting Saturday Night Live because his own Killian Gives stuff, like Isis Honda or Toyota, Isis Toyota. One of the funniest bits of the OnlyFans dads.
It's even better they brought him back to host after making what might have been the most catastrophic failure of their career. You fire Norm Macdonald, then 30 years later, you didn't even hire Shane Gillis. Wow, you guys ain't learning.
Yes, it does.
They fired him. They fired him too.
That's true.
Apparently, Chuck Lorre, he did not want to fire Shane. It was and Shane was like, "Nah, it's fine. It's fine." It worked out, I think, for his benefit. All right, real quick. Because we got some lovely pre-stream legends. Lord Comet, I did miss you for 2. Hi, Angry Badger and friends. Did you miss me? I did with every shot so far, but you're so little and you scurry and just I gotta lead the target.
With children reference, good for you.
Thank you. Shout out, brother. You are a scholar and gentlemen.
Now, how about a smooch, huh?
Lord comment for 2. Shooting really big guns do give you awesome feels. It does. It does. And there's no better videos than people that don't like guns or are afraid of them or don't understand it. And then someone who knows what they're doing takes them. Oh, you kept it, Leon?
Oh, of course I kept it. Yeah. It sits right next to Hondo.
So girthy. Oh, Han. How sweetness. He's forever in our hearts. We do yeah.
We don't want to get haunted.
Okay. So Tires. Tires is in fact on Netflix. There's another thing on Netflix, and I'm going to tag you in, Erwin and Leon. Probably, we watched the trailer. K-pop Demon Hunters. It's streaming.
This is
right
it's
now.
already
awesome.
Yeah, it came out today. I thought it was a show. It's a movie.
Yeah, you guys didn't. We watched the trailer. You haven't seen the trailer for this, Leon?
No, but K-pop Demon Hunters. The name alone has me sold. So
I will.
It looks so good.
The art and animation is impressive. It's
not for
a
Andy,
certain
but
audience. It's
yeah,
for
it's definitely
Leon and Katie.
Okay, I'm totally down to see this. Okay, this was the last trailer that we got, I believe. Moxie, you might like this. Who knows? Who knows? I might like it. California Straight might engage.
It may have been some of your relatives that made it even.
Oh.
Maybe. I do like Psy.
The world will know you as
Is that Gangnam Style? Did you just say you like
Yeah.
Gangnam Style? Oh my god.
you
You're the
are
best.
much more than that. You will be hunters.
I feel like Gooch would complain about frames per second.
Oh yeah, those frame rate. Ugh.
They're stealing the souls of our fans?
Stealing the souls?
Oh no.
Let's send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong!
It's like that Mitchell's Monsters that animation.
Yeah, like half claymation.
Oh, Mitchell's Machines. I'll take it. That was better than Spider-Verse.
So do I.
Oh, look
I can destroy the hunters for good. It's time for a new strategy.
Oh no.
Did you hear Gooch? He groaned from wherever he is.
The beat taper though. He's got to be a fan of that.
Oh, the cum gutters were quite distinct.
Very present.
Let's go get these guys.
He's just jealous all the old ladies are chasing after them instead of him.
You think we're just gonna let you steal our fans? You're gonna have to fight us for them.
It's like the cheerleading movie, but for K-pop.
100%.
Yeah, I like a lot. Like, Bring It On, right?
Bring It On again.
Yeah, this plane's trash.
Are they not going to sing in Korean?
Oh my god.
A lot of K-pop stars do sing in English. To be fair.
At stake.
Gross. Don't colonize my K-pop.
I do approve of
I'm
random
watching this with the
lightsabers.
kid on Monday. That's
There
my
you
goal.
go.
Stream. Well, me, because I will lie.
That's
Kiddo
all I
loves
wanted.
K-pop too. So that's gonna be some bonding right there. And then maybe we'll see 28 years later on Tuesday together.
Not gay. SSA.
SSA. Thank you.
I'd rather
What,
I'd rather
Ron?
watch that than freaking Zomgina births. Like genuinely, I would
Yeah,
rather
you'd be
watch
there.
that than 28 years later.
I'm
Or just
waiting to
watch 28
see
years later.
the Bunker Buster get dropped for 2. Well, that could
Yeah,
be several different things.
I watched. Yeah, she literally pulled it out.
Draconis gifted 5 Angry Badger memberships. Thank you, Draconis. Appreciate you, brother. Everyone
And they
knows
hit.
that they did. So did Jake's earlier, thankfully. We do not have the AIDS, thankfully. Oh, I think we're a long way away, actually, from hitting max membership, but that's neither here nor there. Good problem to have. Wow. All right. Not to trigger anyone, but there's no thing here because I'm not a professional. Don't worry.
don't
All right,
like it.
there we go. Boom. Dave Bautista being eyed to star in Roadhouse 2. This, of course, is Guy Ritchie helmed Roadhouse 2.
Roadhouse
He hasn't
2
looked like
still not Roadhouse.
Now, is this a
Still not
sequel
Roadhouse.
to the recent remake, or are they? Okay.
Yeah, the recent remake where, hey, at least coked out Conor McGregor, I actually bought as like a threat to Jake Boy.
But you still don't buy him as the original character from the original movie.
To be fair, he's not even trying to play that character.
Right.
So I it's just a
They
dude
should
named
call
Dalton.
it something else.
That's what I
Like,
said about Point Break.
I had seen Roadhouse for the first time before I intentionally, like the day before I watched the new one.
Oh no.
Two different concepts.
That had to ruin the whole thing for you.
So disappointing.
That's how I felt about Total Recall too. They could have just made it a sci-fi movie and named something different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one with like Colin Farrell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't bother watching that. one.
Total
I was
Recall
like,
2.
nah.
I was like, they made a
I
sequel.
think he meant TOO. That's how I thought about Total Recall
as well.
also.
Oh yeah, no, I'm stupid. Hey, hi Cam. Cammy's ready for all the Star Wars Superman discussions because oh boy.
Oh my goodness, do we get to talk about Superman without Gooch? No offense, Gooch, absolutely love you, but oh my goodness, do we get to talk about Superman without Gooch?
I know it's going to be an interesting discussion being able to start a sentence about hearing but it's all right. We'll get to it. There's some good and there's some bad.
Get through.
Yeah, there's some good and there's some bad. Gooch did indeed like the V taper of the first look that we got at He-Man. I bring this up only again because Dolph Lundgren, I love this version. He basically said it when they asked, "Are you in the new movie?" And he said, "It's a bit of a secret, but I can't say much. But yeah, maybe I'll get involved somehow. We'll see." So yeah.
How would it be a secret if he's not in it? Like it's a bit of a secret. No.
Yeah. I don't think he thought that through, or he knew he was allowed to just hint confirm. You miss Gooch, Jerry?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dolph Lundgren, super underrated actor.
Yeah.
Isn't he also like a biophysicist or some shit?
He is, and he fought cancer successfully for like several fucking years apparently before he got the all clear. Like he was not supposed to live. Fascinating man. And yeah, he is. He's like a fucking biophysicist or something like that, like an accredited PhD.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of time on it.
That's crazy.
Not enough time for acting lessons though.
Bro, you don't think that you've seen Universal Soldier, right?
Yes, and that's when I realized, you can be a terrible actor and an amazing action star still.
Wow.
Was that
absolutely? I mean, I wouldn't say that about Dolph Lundgren, but yeah, absolutely. That's a true statement.
We are missing our Goochness. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Here, if you have any syrup in the fridge, you just do a little line and you put it right here, and you just get the faint hint of maple syrup, and that'll make you.
No,
So
we're
take
actually
your prized hockey puck, go into the bathroom, turn off the lights, say Gooch in the mirror 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
Like that whole diet trick where they say like smell chocolate and then have a bite of broccoli. Have you seen that?
No.
You've never. Oh my god.
No,
Never
I guess that like to try to switch you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does that work though? Because that would just piss my senses off.
I haven't tried it, but I've seen many
Yeah.
videos of people doing
Sounds
it.
awful.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing I
obligatory
know is-
reminder: fuck vegetables. You don't need them. Meat, cheese, eggs is all you need.
Sounds like a tool by Big Chocolate.
Well, yeah, like they're instrumental in causing dementor attacks because they know upsales in chocolate will happen because it's the only thing that cures. So
Exactly.
Moxie,
Wow.
what if
Chocolate.
eating broccoli just makes you crave chocolate?
I've heard it just makes you fart.
Vicious cycle.
I love.
I
Broccoli.
do
It's real
love the
healthy.
Pavlovian
Don't
response though.
cheese.
It's like you see a Hershey's and meat, you're like, "Oh, I need to eat a tiny tree." Like,
Pavlovian. I'll give you a Pavlovian response. Rat.
This broke my brain earlier.
I know, because it broke. Then there's not just this one; it's this one too. So
Yeah.
it's Deadpool Batman crossover, but really it should be DC Comics. But it's because what the fuck does Crypto have to do with Batman? So, but either way, yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of like anthology crossovers. But come on, it's your boy.
No, I get it. It's cool.
He's got. I think the G on the belt is a little too much. What about you?
It needs to be the arrow style.
The
but
arrow. That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
I like both of their outfits here, though.
Not enough pouches. I need more pouches in my
More
superhero
pouches,
outfit.
more utility
Hold on,
belt.
can you go back to that image for just a second? Maybe it
Sure.
was
1 second. Oh, you meant like a prolonged one.
Does Daredevil's leg look a little odd to you guys though?
It looks like he's showing off his ass cheeks.
He is farting on Queen.
Some people
It's
pay
what
a
it looks like.
lot of money
I
for
like
that.
all of this except that. Oh my goodness.
Is this the thing you're talking about?
Yes.
Moxie? Here, I'm assuming we have to listen to this. That's a huge ass fucking chocolate bar that she.
Big ass.
Yeah,
To be that big.
it was damn bitch.
A Wonka bar. Damn. She ate some of it through that huff. I'm sorry.
Might as well
Bro.
get the giant Toblerone.
What?
Do you reuse the chocolate? Because that looks like a throwaway chocolate bar right now.
Is this the OnlyFans
It's
video?
just the huffing bar, please.
That was aggressive. Okay, I'm gonna try. I could have tried this with booze, right? I would have huffed my beer and then drank my fucking sparkling water. I don't think that. Here, let's listen to that. That's me
Okay,
trying to
actually,
breathe
now
earlier.
that you say that, Badger, now that you say
Yeah.
that, Badger, I have watched videos of women who have this craving for like dish soap to drink it. So they mix it up, they sniff it, and then they drink something else because obviously you're not supposed to drink dish soap. It's
But wouldn't you say there's something
Then
wrong
why
with
go
you if
half
you-
the way to making a
Yes.
dish soap cocktail? Just don't play with
Wrong
the
with
dish
you.
soap.
I say just let him drink it.
Thank you.
Also,
This may be a bit
Thank you.
TMI. I'll probably explain a whole lot, but my mother used to get
Oh,
pissed
no.
when she would wash my mouth out with soap when I would swear because I did like the taste. So like,
Irish Spring.
That explains
My
a lot,
mom-
Leon.
Mama Badger tried that one time and I threw up all over her hands. And needless to say, she never did it again. Well, comment for 2. Dolph looks like a porn star, IQ of like 160 or so. Yeah, no, hey, good for him. Smart dude. Did by all accounts what he wants in his in life, which is he's still alive.
Yeah.
But you know, little comment for 2. Don't ask what she did for that Klondike bar. Da, 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 da.
What didn't she do for that?
She
Klondike
pulled
bar?
it out. Yeah, it's disgusting. Just eat the fucking salad. All right, grow up. Drench it in ranch like an adult.
Women
more
love
of a raspberry
vinaigrettes.
vinaigrette kind of guy.
Oh my
How
god,
dare
I
you.
literally just said women love vinaigrettes, and Leon just proved it.
Yeah.
Moxie, like a nice vinaigrette.
Ew.
The rainbow.
I
You
wasn't
gave the rainbow.
I wasn't shaming women for liking vinaigrettes.
Rossi, how
Shame Leon.
is your face?
He's been the most loyal friend. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can't just ask people how their faces are.
What level of aggression in your blue cheese, though, Idaho? Like, you want chunks? You want people
Well-
around you to think that someone threw up a little bit?
Just eat
Yeah.
blue cheese straight. Not even Joe. You don't even need blue cheese sauce. Just like crumbly blue cheese is fucking good.
Nah.
Yeah, that
It's-
too.
So, Boosh, if he's here, will probably like a thing that came to me when I was cooking and all that, and like especially in culinary schools, like, how am I supposed to make something that I don't like the taste of, even if it's best form? So you
gotta try it.
kind of have to train your taste buds to recognize, like, yes, I fucking hate it, but this is the level of hate that everyone else thinks is good. Like when I would have to make blue cheese ranch, I don't like blue cheese, but it's a really weird cognitive, like, I hate it.
Super obvious when you gave the reference of throw up. I was like, oh, why are you trying to ruin it?
The way you sell it, I feel like I'm at a real restaurant.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Parmesan cheese can also smell like that, and I love Parmesan. So it just depends. Certain foods could just have a
Wait till you hear the soup of the day
mozzarella.
description.
I've never liked blue cheese.
Alex Darby. The Darby. I do love when the quiet ones come out. Darby's always here, though. Always watching. Shout out.
He hit himself.
Oh, and that is allowed here. That is allowed.
Ooh,
I do that.
This is for you,
I'd
Alex.
fuck one of the robot dogs. I know what he's talking about.
Honestly,
gonna
that's probably the
Sue
most.
that guy.
You know what? And in honor, I will play this for you, Alex. We miss him. We miss him.
Moxie, I guess you're busy. I just needed to vent a little. Badger, that little motherfucker has been pissing me off lately. And if he thinks I'm going to carry him around in a little Badger backpack in Vegas, he's got another thing coming to him. My fist. If Erwin calls me fat, dumb, or looks at me in the wrong way one more time, I'm going to blow a gasket. Getting kneecapped by 9-year-olds all day long does something to a guy, and I'm going to take it out on Erwin the first chance I get. Oh, and Leon, that long-haired twitchy twink. Fuck that guy. Thanks, Moxie. No need to call me back. I'll see you on late night on Sunday. Stay Gucci.
No need to call me back.
Erwin, if it makes
like
you
we
feel
just
any better,
sniffed Gooch.
Moxie accidentally got me to say why is horsecock good on stream the other day, so I'm going to clip that. I'm going to clip that next to your "fuck the robot dogs" thing, so that you're not alone.
Yeah.
He's like, why is it
Yeah.
so good?
I'm suing everyone.
I guess what you're saying is you guys just wanted to see what it tastes like.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
Avocados in chat.
I was a victim of circumstance. Not you called it your pecker. All right. As we move right along before we get into all the fun stuff that Gooch isn't here to be triggered by, the next directors in line for James Bond, whoever that will be, Edward Berger, Denis Villeneuve, Edgar Wright, Jonathan Nolan, and Paul King.
At Grok, name a bunch of directors for me. My insider sources at Grok is telling me.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I
we had
knew it.
always heard.
I was praying he was lurking. Sorry.
It's amazing that he always comes in right when that clip is played.
Oh my god. And people are putting broccoli with avocados in there too.
Oh no, Moxie, what have you done? Look, you started you started a whole thing now. I approve though. Dragon Wise, remember for 1 year.
Why can't I not find the avocado emoji?
Has it been 1 year?
Oh, here it is.
Hookers and blow. I wish the blow at least. Titties and beer. Hail Cabal and chat. Fake baby syndrome is a wild rabbit hole. Stargate SG-1 is a documentary. Stargate SG-1 is a documentary, and I'm pretty sure fake baby syndrome is the entire storyline for Wanda from WandaVision.
Yeah.
Jerry.
What?
Ooh. The Sith Lord poet has graced us with. Okay, ready? Watching a dark, threatening sky. A beautiful funnel catches my poetic eye. Time for the dance with death. One mistake, one last breath. For the tornado with her fury makes the chase a thrill. Only for me.
Deep.
One last dance
Did Jerry
with death.
just hit on us?
I don't know. But
Keep
the
the
thrills,
thrills,
right?
Keep the thrills to yourself, Jerry. Appreciate you.
Badger, you mentioned culinary school. Did you attend Culinary Institute of America as a fellow ex-cook? I'd love to hear more of your experiences. No. You have to have money to go to that. I went to a very nice local college that's essentially a trade school because that's all you need.
Although I did
CIA.
like for a brief moment the mental image of Badger and the CIA.
CIA is in fact what we call it, and they love the association with it. Do you go CIA? I went to CIA. Okay. Do you know how to? You still fucking break your sauces, you piece of shit. Yeah. My experiences are there's a reason I don't do it. Go watch The Bear. Go watch The Bear. PTSD immediately.
Great show.
Amazing show.
50% more than you delivering fucking pizzas. An absolute injustice.
Oh, yeah. And then like the amount of like
oh my god
shit you have to go through. Yeah. So,
yeah. We saved Badger.
Yeah, you really did. Badger would not be here. This is apparently they haven't even talked to him. This is just a word of mouth of who one of the people might be looking at. But honestly, he's probably going to be too busy with that Lantern series. That's totally going to be successful, right?
Feeling like that went so viral. It was almost like that that tranny Zelda thing. It's like, now this must have been like a PR firm to try and get sort of thing. That was like it seems so astroturf. And I was like, I know we all have like a hatred for modernity and whatnot, but that was too on the nose.
Bro, they even had an inside scooper post on Twitter to say that it's time for a James Bond of color. I was like, dude, go fuck yourself.
No.
At Grok,
No.
give me the most clickbait actor you can for James Bond.
Yeah, it would have been Idris Elba, if anything, or Henry for the white people. Rossi for 2. Roses are red. Rossi is brown. Katie has a glass eye.
That doesn't even rhyme.
That's why it's funny.
Not the rhyme, Katie.
She doesn't even go to this school. Like that was the level of energy you had for that.
Rossi's
I knew
brown?
He knew what he was doing. Again, he's going to be Jon Stewart. Very, very light-skinned Jon Stewart. Just saying. Skinned, I know.
Has he said anything stupid yet?
I said it like black. I said it black, white.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm not
Do you
kidding.
ask questions or do you ask questions?
I used to ask questions, okay?
Roundabout make a good
Katie
point.
gets
The
it.
Black James Bond prefers a 40-ounce over martinis.
I literally, Rat and he came a little bit after, but grew up in the ghetto. All our friends were black.
Badger always comes first.
Yes. Literally used to be called like the jungle or whatever the hell we used to call it.
Yeah, no, we did grow up in sort of a white
The Ville.
hood, but there was a lot of black folk around.
Yeah, Spectral Bean for 2. The Superman trailers killed Gooch, didn't it? Rip, yes. We are, he's coming to America, phrasing.
Bro, he looked up so hard, his neck snapped.
Oh, no.
We're currently power washing all of the maple syrup off of him.
Yeah, he's getting searched vigorously by
wrapping him in
Border
an
Patrol.
American flag.
Rick Costa getting in here. Does Katie pay half price at the eye doctor? They have health insurance for your eye care. What are we doing here?
I don't know, but
I like it. Taking the heat off me, guys. Keep it coming.
I'm sure you'll say something. I'm dyslexic and didn't go to college. I'm doing my best. Okay. Yeah. Shut up.
I love
they
to
have
be
apps
included.
for that.
Thank you. It's fun. I appreciate it.
Wait, did he spell dyslexic correctly?
He did. He was autocorrect, thankfully. Teachers didn't realize that we would all become retarded. We won't be able to add or spell or remember phone numbers, but our phones will do it. Our phones will do it. Mo Zamboni for 2. Katie, apparently. Oh, one more question.
What?
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Thanks for stopping by, Mo.
Thank you.
Was that
Thank
for
you
this
for
stream?
Thank you for stopping by, Mo. You
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
As always. Appreciated. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers to my Charmin Obeid. I need another Indian to fucking come out so I can do her horrible accent over and over again. This has apparently been put on hold. Not indefinitely, but like for a while as they focus on the Simon Kinberg trilogy and the Dawn of the Jedi by James Mangold, which I don't actually think we'll ever see. So
who's reporting it?
Daniel Reitman, our boy Danny. Oh, Danny boy. The Ray movie.
Wait,
is
so the
on
same
hold
guy that reported the Zelda leaks.
once again.
Same one that talked about James Bond too.
He said a lot recently, as both the Sean Levy and James Mangold Star Wars films are moving forward. First, the project is not canceled, just temporarily on hold. And they do remind us here that this is the same people that said that Rey is the most valuable cinematic asset that Disney has.
Ray who?
So basically, they're going to quietly cancel it.
Because the Charmin Obeid-Chinoy is starring Rey 15 years after. The Simon Kinberg is starring Rey some amount of time afterwards. And even the Jedi Starfire one that's 5 years after is supposed to have some sort form of connection.
Allegedly.
Rossi for 2. Apparently Mo has the same issues as me. Yeah, he's dyslexic as fuck. Which I hope that would be my excuse.
He mansplained it in the chat.
Yeah.
Columbo, glass eye. One more question for you. I love Columbo.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Columbo? Or comment for
He's like, no, I have no fucking clue what that is.
Did you see
So
I'm
much
old?
for the
Yes.
Ray of Hope. Yes. I mean, I watched Columbo back in the day. Peter Falk.
I have 7 seasons on DVD.
Before cable, there was PBS and like those extra channels that you didn't know. And every once in a while, we'd have the old school shows like Streets of San Francisco, Carl Malden, and a very young Michael
Designing
Douglas.
Women.
Yeah,
I
there was
didn't know
top
the
show.
dude that like discovered America also had a TV show.
So lost.
Columbo. Columbo. There you go. Take the heat right back on you.
I like Bo's comment, by the way, the last one.
Well, yeah.
I noticed that
Till
too.
the fire spot is done.
Delayed.
How
I'm
that works.
sorry.
Yes,
sorry,
Columbo
Columbo here.
is
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna be sorry when we watch this, but Peter Dinklage, his movie's coming out finally. Yeah. His movie's coming out. You ready?
No, I saw this trailer and I went, I don't want to watch this.
Was it Toxic Avenger?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
Wait! Stop! We'll get to all of that. Just relax, okay?
I'm getting another beer. Oh, I still
Give me one.
More.
I hate Peter Dinklage.
I hate him too.
It's just me and the kid.
Same.
Looks great.
Not just scrape off the black part. That part's pretty good.
He's a traitor to all the little people.
Where's that kid from?
Sometimes it's better to do nothing. It's
He is in.
You're saying that this corporation
Kevin
would knowingly poison its own customers just to boost their own profit margins? Summon the nuts.
Okay, summoning.
See, this is
the
how you
nuts.
dad
like
go.
Smeagol, dog.
Looks like it might have its moments.
Did he get dropped in by juggalos?
Yes.
Looks like it.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
That's
Toxie.
literally a thing.
You're not a monster. Show him your good heart.
Hey, buddy, I'm your dad.
What the?
I wasn't even involved. But sometimes you gotta do something.
Keep shooting. Still kept shooting.
Who the fuck are you? Just some dude with a mouth.
Oh
Okay, I see where we're going with this one.
How does it feel to be a hero?
A simple melody. Do you realize what's at stake here?
Everything!
Find him, bring him here.
There you are.
no. That's Elijah?
Yeah.
Yep.
The cast for sure.
That was just self-defense. You haven't killed anyone else, have you?
See, when you say self-defense,
He's an ugly son of a bitch, though.
Macon Blair.
The Toxic Avenger.
That's what the kids are calling him. I think it's 12.
Yeah. Only in theaters. That's going to make so much money. That seems like a fever dream.
Well, have you seen the original?
Yes, once, but
Yeah,
I
the
do not
original
remember
also
any of
Fever
it.
Dream. This movie looks so stupid, so awful, so must fucking see for me. The want to experience this overrides how much I hate Peter Dinklage.
Rossi for two, the dyslexic issue, not the taste of penis thing.
Thank God he told us.
Apparently has a right. You share dyslexia, not wanting to see what penis tastes like. A fresh
Right.
avocado, apparently.
I love how you
I've been
said
told.
the same issue. And
Rossi's like,
associate-
I want to make it clear, I don't have the yearning that Mo
Yeah.
has. I don't have that
No.
yearning.
Rossi already knows what it tastes like. He doesn't need to fucking experiment. Peak Obi-Wan for 199. Maybe Maul Shadow Lord will deliver with some EU. Only by whatever Sam Witwer is able to put into it without phrasing, without Filoni like fucking it up.
Whoa.
Little comment for you. Is this
Rossi's
Mortal
in
Kombat
chat.
movie in disguise? Yeah, it did actually. It actually sort of looked like Fallout in the over the top gore, like when you have on the the gore perk.
That trailer
Gory
looked like
mess.
it's considerably better than the movie is going to be, though, is the problem.
Yes. Remember we heard that
The
movie at one
movie's
point
gonna
was
suck.
unreleasable.
I-
In such a good way.
Megan trailer was like, oh, that's so bad. I can't wait to see it. I can't believe I'm seeing Megan 2.0. But
Bloody
then I
mess.
watched the trailer for a second time. I'm like, oh my God, I have to see this. I got the opposite feeling from this one. So tag your right, Leon.
No, I will absolutely take the bullet for you guys, and it will bounce out my toxic skin, just like in the trailer, because I'm excited for this. And it's still a trauma production, which means it's because someone in the chat said that it's trying too hard. So no, this has always been trauma.
What?
Mo Zamboni for $2 towards the inevitable Cabal herpes outbreak.
Now he's just
he's gonna
lashing out.
like fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry, we have superior antibiotics. All right.
We already test for it, Mo. Don't worry.
You think you just get in? No.
We only get AIDS BF around here. Okay.
It's like 1923 in here. You want to come into the Cabal country? We'll make you strip down and see a bevy of doctors. It's a whole thing. That's what Gooch is doing right now.
Contract.
Gooch right now is getting a head-to-toe inspection by peak Cabal inspectors. Yeah, well, they got flashlights and they're moving things, moving stinker wrinkles. Again, amateur.
I don't like it.
All right. Look at that Badger. He's so angry. I was very excited about this until we found out that the showrunner is not involved. And even though one of the writers is respectable, he was only involved in 1 out of the original 65 episodes.
Am I the only one who cannot stop staring at Spider-Man's crotch right now? God, he was Spider-Man spreading so hard.
You hunted Daniel Barnes' dick.
Yeah. He had a really nice response to this that was like as close as you can get to being passive aggressive without being passive aggressive. But the way he politely said everything was like, motherfuckers, I invented the Spider-Verse and you didn't credit me. I had all these episodes and you didn't give me a real finale, and now you're going to give it in sequel form and you're going to have someone else do it. Like, so they're reviving the 94 series in a one-off comic.
Yeah, if I remember right, 4 run. And here's the dealio. And I've had this talk with other people. This is the reason this is so insulting is because bar none, this show was the best adaptation of the Spider-Man comics we have ever got, probably will ever get. It not only did it adapt the comics incredibly well, but it also expanded on the mythos so much for things that later comics, like you said, Badger, would steal, like the Spider-Verse. Things that it's actually insane how influential this show was, and because
most of my Marvel knowledge about Spider-Man comes from this fucking show. As a kid,
I mean, yeah, so many. Like, I started reading the comics and watching the show roughly the same time because that was the age group I was in, and this was required watching for me. It was Saturday mornings would be Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, followed up by this. So I'd watch the hokey 80s show and then go into the sleek 90s, and like it was an influential show. It gets overshadowed by X-Men. Unfortunately, but I think that this is just as important. And the
Spider-Man, X-Men, and Batman are the 3 like foundations of all that is good in the nerd world.
And his direct quote, I believe, was at this point, I don't expect Marvel to ever credit me for anything. So what's the point in being upset about it? Like, bro, that is actually heartbreaking.
Shout out to Garrett Grant. Gifting 5 Angry Badger memberships. They're hitting. Oh my God, you hit Breezy. You hit the hamster. Poor Sal the hamster.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Link to the Past, Leon. That's my next thing I'm bringing to Zelda. A Link to the Past.
I didn't show you.
I'm finally making it to my Venom comics for you, Leon. I've bought Venom comics specifically to make you happy, and I finally got to them in my read list.
That's okay. I've got something to show you, Erwin. I'll be back in just a sec.
Yeah, while he does that, Grant, this is for you.
No one's allowed to clip this. There were just a couple moments. I would have fucked like 2 of the cats. Taylor Swift looks like mildly cute, and then I think there was like a background cat that was cute. And I wanted to fuck him.
My favorite part about that clip is not what Erwin says, because that's funny. It's ABF and Mai's lack of reaction because we know it's getting clipped.
We're just tired, just like, all right, let's hear it.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. The audience pays good money to get my reviews.
Oh yeah,
I know. I'm super jealous, Leon.
And
like,
then
actually,
you open it up, and it's got multiple of the Zelda manga, and they're hardback.
Oh,
how hard are they?
Wetback.
They're hard.
I just want to get the paperback. So yeah, I'm a paperback kind of guy. I like them nice and floppy.
Before we move on to the actual Spider-Man, because we got a bunch of different news today about Punisher and all that shit being in the movie. Boy, what did I love the animated series. And most of I knew who Morpheus and Blade and all of those characters were before the movies ever came out, and it was all from seeing it in the animated series and those adaptations. So to that end, when people were like, why can't it get the X-Men 97 treatment? The fact that they weren't going to go with the original writer, and the fact that we see what happens with Bo and they're completely redone second season. Yeah, it's probably best it's just getting this comic.
What the fuck does that mean? Urban
7
Dictionary.
cat memes in a trench coat for $10. I made an offhand comment, and I apologize, Erwin. You are friend shaped. Yes, because cats just see shapes. Yes, you are friend shaped. Indeed, you are a friend to the cat people. The Khajiit love you.
Round, squat, and inherently lovable and approachable. Humorously and affectionately described. Okay, so they love me. The audience loves me, is what I'm hearing. That's all I need to know. Everyone loves me. Good. Okay,
You're the crown prince. In fact, this now belongs to you like it originally did.
I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much.
We've annexed it back. It's yours again. Ha ha!
That's all I've
Take
ever
that,
wanted.
Kanada. All right.
New PC.
Even though they don't remember him at all, because that's how magic works in the MCU, Zendaya and his fat friend, the man in the chair, the boy in the chair, are coming back.
Damn.
Jacob Batalon. Yeah, I said it. Ned and MJ.
I assumed that was going to be happening, right? Didn't we all assume that
Yeah.
happened?
I mean, but why though?
Shout out Lord Botha. You take that heart.
They
But
have
why?
no idea
That's
who
the
he is.
others.
I agree. That is unfortunate.
He's gonna have to explain all over again. This was your chance.
And he's sharing the limelight with John Bernthal's Punisher. Like, don't get me wrong, I like John Bernthal's Punisher, but and frankly, I don't like these Spider-Man movies, so I don't know why it annoys me. But is he ever gonna get a movie to his fucking self? Like,
nope.
No, he won't.
Well,
Nope. He's never gonna get just a Spider-Man with no other fucking heroes versus a villain. You will never get that.
He's not good enough.
Oh,
I agree with that. Actually, he is not good enough.
Poor Ross.
John Barenthal, in fact, joining Tom Holland in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, this does echo back to one of the oldest rumors we heard about this. First, obligatory, we know that John and Tom practice screen, like acting off of each other while they were filming another movie. So like they already have a rapport, and so their clout probably helped this happen. But that's this one that it's from John Roca back in the day. The original plan was for Spider-Man to team up with the Punisher to take on the Hulk. Unfortunately, it would be the Mark Ruffalo Hulk, but in a street-level adventure. Co-host Jeff Snyder backed up the rumor by saying Green Goliath's involvement passes his small test, but he wasn't sure about Castle. But now we have Castle, and we also before this had heard that the Hulk was involved.
See, that's no, man. If you're going to do this, then you because the Punisher was introduced in Spider-Man comics. Amazing, I think it was like 74 or something like that in that range. And Punisher thought, bought into the propaganda from Daily Bugle and whatnot, and thinks Spider-Man's a villain. Now that everybody has forgotten who Spider-Man is, you could actually have a Spider-Man v Punisher movie, and it would work because Punisher's hunting down Spider-Man like he's supposed to in his introduction to the comics. Even after Punisher eventually learns that Spider-Man's a hero, they still don't really fuck with each other. They don't like each other that much. They only work together when they have to.
Hot take: we have never had a bad Punisher.
No, just bad movies.
Yeah, like I meant like the actor playing Punisher. We have never had a bad Punisher.
Oh, yeah, no,
Ray
I don't think at all. I 100% agree.
Yeah, okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they all have something that I like.
129. All right, thank you. Appreciate you, Jake Martin. I knew it was really early in the run, though, to be fair.
123 of you watching, by all means, make sure to like and sub to all these lovely people. C Black for 2. Badger, you still don't think Spider-Man 4 will make $1.5 billion? $1.5 billion? I don't know about the half, but $1 billion if we get really like. It's going to be another word of mouth. I think like everything now is word of mouth for the most part, no matter how good your foundation is. So if Punisher comes in and Spider-Man is, and they're like amazing, they beat up a really pretentious Mark Ruffalo Hulk, which I'd like to see.
He doesn't smash no more.
I mean, remember what Rob Liefeld said? The only superheroes that Marvel has right now that can make over $1 billion are Deadpool and Spider-Man, and that's it. And I feel like Rob Liefeld knows his shit. So,
oh, shout out Lore Master Chris, member for 9 months. Hey Badger, how the Rise of Skywalker rays would it take to defeat Fate of the oh Jesus Christ? How many of to defeat Jaina Solo without any external buffs? I'd say a few hundred. Yeah, no, it wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't even be close.
Jaina doesn't even need to use her like fucking force powers though. Like she can just use her bounty hunting shit and take out Rey.
They had everything they wanted. It was right there. All the strong female characters were right there. Irwin talks about Guri and the Shadows of the Empire and how like that character, every time we talk about Mara Jade, he's like blown away by it was all right there. But like Marvel, they didn't make it. It was made by other people, so they have to make their own shit, and they're incapable of making their own shit, unfortunately. I got so ridiculously happy at this So ridiculously happy for multiple different reasons. But Russell Crowe has been cast in Chad Stahelski's Highlander reboot alongside Henry Cavill.
Ooh.
Obligatory.
It moved.
Wiener pop?
Henry told the story on the Graham Norton show when he was a kid. Actually, it was Russell talking about when he went to visit the kid that was playing his son in a movie or whatever, and he was watching some kids play football, soccer, and he went up to one of them. That kid that he was watching came up and talked to him and like was asking about acting and all this dumb shit. And so he said some things to him. And then years later, while filming Man of Steel, Russell realized that it was Henry Cavill that he talked to that day. And so I always thought that was a great story. And now and so he's like, what did he tell you? He says, they treat you like shit, but they pay you pretty well. All that to Russell Crowe. But he's like, he put it before him that if you like a journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1,000, one step. So if you want to do it, start. And so, yeah, now yet again, they're going to be together. And the only thing I can think of is Ramirez.
See, but that's also the sort of shit that makes you think of one of two things, either like divinity or simulation theory. 100%, one of the fucking two, you know?
Chaos theory. Did you see the thing of the unpredictable machine where they like drop the metal balls in the thing and it's completely random and it always ends up doing the same pattern? This is the same bell curve that we based all things.
Yeah, I heard a similar story. They were doing this chaos
knows of which I speak.
This chaos pattern testing where like they would have a random number generator, and after it would generate like for so many days straight, people would be able to start actually guessing the numbers that would be next, like a 20% accuracy, which is really insane for a random number generator that could hit any fucking number ever.
Yeah, it's also entirely possible for it to be. We watch all these animes. It's entirely possible for it all to be planned with no plan and God to give all the fucks while simultaneously giving zero fucks. I've seen it. We've all seen depictions of it happening. And I like that. We don't know what's going on. That's a long way to say I'm really looking forward to the Highlander movie now.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Same.
And Henry.
As someone that bitches about remakes all the time, this is one where I'm like, you know what? I have faith. Chad Stahelski, can't go wrong there. He hasn't done us wrong yet. Same with Cavill. Well, okay, Cavill has, but it's not his fault.
Full California straight over Henry. The man's a god. Really is. Missed his, it's unfair. Missed his original casting call for Superman because he's in a goddamn World of Warcraft raid. I wouldn't have answered the phone either. You know how hard it is to get 40 nerds together to do that's an hour into a 3-hour dungeon or whatever. It's like, bro, if I don't pull CC right now, we're gonna wipe. They're gonna kill me. No. Yeah, shout out. I really want him to get a win because he just keeps getting fucked over.
Yeah.
And Warhammer, I
believe it, man. I believe for whatever reason I got good vibes, good feelings about Warhammer, and actually Voltron too. I didn't grow up with Voltron, so I don't have any nostalgia or anything attached to it, but I'm excited to see it.
Man, I don't think Voltron's going to happen, and I don't think it's Warhammer is going to happen.
Voltron, I'm pretty sure, is in post-production. Voltron is happening. I'm pretty sure Voltron.
Prove me wrong. I'll shut the fuck up. The Witcher Season 4 is coming soon. Can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't we see that tank?
Yeah, Ironheart in like 4 days.
The lesser Hemsworth. Cautious about Voltron. Voltron, I just missed. Like the older homies that like we were talking about at work. Shout out Trey if you ever catch me outside. Voltron and like Thundercats and all that shit. I just missed that.
Oh, dude,
so
I was a kid. All of that stuff.
Nah, I was
Power Rangers for life, dog.
I did like Thundercats, but like that was like TMNT was the thing. TMNT was the thing.
Yep. The end of the 80s. That was a solid time. And then yeah, Power Rangers came in.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. That was my childhood.
We do sometimes both. Sometimes the homies were homos. What's wrong with that? This is gonna be a new experience. We're gonna talk about Superman. Gooch won't be here to tism. I'm sorry. I feel uncomfortable about it too, but we'll start off slowly.
Hey, can you give us your best Gooch impression?
I'd like to do my intro, please.
Manscaped's in the name. It's in the name. It's in the name, but it's in the name. I love him so much. James Gunn says a really famous actor just pitched him a DC Elseworlds film idea. I said, it depends on how the screenplay comes out. If it's a masterpiece, I'll make it. He's still working on it, though. he's still trying to do it. See a lot of people saying Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, fuck dude, thank you. It sounded like for a second I thought he popped in. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying Ryan Reynolds. I had the theory that it was. I saw other people saying this too. It was Keanu Reeves with Constantine 2.
I guess I'm the only one here that thought Chris Pratt.
Could be, but what do you think like fucking Booster Gold or
Booster
something?
Gold. I think that maybe he'd pitch a Booster Gold thing. Yeah.
It could be Ben Schwartz wanting to be Plastic Man.
I'm 39.
That's a casting I really like, regardless of James Gunn. I just do think Ben Schwartz could do a very fun Plastic Man.
Spoilers, Cavill. This whole thing, it's just Cavill.
Yeah, and especially his reframing of the whole like Cavill was out already. That it would end with his. I do now see that his plans don't work with Cavill. That's fine. You can still give him an Elseworlds movie. I mean, if we're just still letting Robert Pattinson be Batman in an Elseworlds, we can let two Supermen be whatever. Finally got a good poster that people seem to like. It's an HD version of it finally.
Oh, you mean a poster that literally looks like a throwback to the original 70s film? I'm okay with it. I like the poster, but like I feel like there's people's nostalgia talking if this is the one they like, because
he's literally in the same pose as Brandon Routh, but with it flipped. And
standing
they put
on
a
the
filter
symbol for hope.
Yeah. And the suit is like fitted to him. It doesn't look baggy.
They took one of those vacuum sealers. They just
yeah. Okay, thank you for putting. Because I was about to ask Erwin, are you checking out the bulge on this one too?
Is the
Well-
first thing I brought up when we talked about this earlier.
You know they do. They have to do that, right? In the fitting rooms where we decide through committee how much dick bulge should your hero have, because you don't want too little dick bulge because then it's not intimidating, and you don't want too much.
like church tongue, like the whole like wedding singer where she describes what church tongue
How to
for like
kiss?
the wedding kiss. Yes. What is the appropriate
Right.
amount of bulge?
Yeah. Like a tiger. I still maintain this movie is going to be good because of the performances of David and Rachel and Nick and all of that, not because of anything else.
I don't know that it'll be technically good, but I am still very much. It will be enjoyable. It will be fun. I will like it. And even if it's not necessarily good, that I don't think that that's a problem. But either way, it's people being unfair with it.
I think at this point we've crossed into there is such a thing as James Gunn derangement syndrome.
Yeah,
there is. Rossi for 2. It's Dave Filoni 100. Yeah, there we go. Dave
Badger,
Filoni DC.
You have Dave Filoni derangement syndrome. Rossi explained it to me.
I have it. I get triggered every time. No, it. And yeah, I get it. I get it. If you really love Zack Snyder or you really don't like him, if you really love James Gunn or you really don't like him, frankly, both sides are annoying the fuck out of me.
Yes.
I just want a good Superman movie. I will not be happy if it's horrible. Like
at this point, I might give plus half a point for not having any zombie genitalia in it.
Erwin is so stuck on the zombie peen.
It's a lot of dick, apparently.
Somgina, all of it.
I've been told that Ryan Kimmel was the only, and I do want to mention that because I feel like we are okay. That's funny. Sorry. Star Wars ruined everyone.
You, Moxie.
Star Wars ruined everyone so much that in defending and or shitting on the sequels, they're retroactively attacking the originals. And sort of the same thing is happening about Superman, where people are so deranged by Gunn that they're saying dumb fucking shit about Superman that makes me think they either never got the character to begin with, or they're so not thinking clearly that they're saying like incongruent shit. Jerry, you never say anything
like your brilliant post on X earlier, by the way.
I'm going to bring that up for 10.
Excellent.
With a flick of my pen, the world of poetry to you I send. All that is born in my Scottish mind, to all hearts and minds inspiration they find. Sir Badger, a favor tall, permission to be a poet of the cabal. Oh, I think you are officially our, I was not going to say court jester, but like the most like, you know, a bard, our court bard. You could tell tales.
A bard.
Troubadour.
Poet. I love it. Speak truth to power, and I won't have you flogged because you can say things in verse that no one else can get away with. Like, I don't know.
I would have preferred
I
to
actually ran a D&D campaign, by the way, with Jerry one time where I had a buddy
Jerry.
play a Sith, and he played a Sith bard, and he went into a to attack and like did the Sith, the dark side code like to a beat as as a bard one. It was super cool. I gave him a bunch of charisma points for it.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. I'm not going to do it, but I could. I'm not going to do it, but I could. We got
I'm getting the
first
clip
reactions.
ready just in case. Okay.
Nerd alert. We got first reactions. There's a bunch of them. This was just the most complete description of the 30 minutes that they saw. They all got gift baskets. So yes, they were in a heightened state of emotion. James Gunn is the new guardian of the DC film universe, and he's made us believe that David Cornsweat Superman can soar. The vibrant colors, with a U, I might add, and masterfully crafted action sequences are like watching the comics come to life, filled with wonder and joy.
You see, that's the problem. They started this with James Gunn. Like, why even got to mention James Gunn? They started the paragraph with his name.
He's doing it. Thank you.
Whoa,
no, you got it.
I figured you did that.
The chemistry between Superman, Clark Kent, and Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane is the most Bro, he's married too, and I see some of these advertisements of them talking. The chemistry is fucking palpable. Like, it is there. Most intense we've seen in live action. While Nicholas Hoult plays a frighteningly accurate Lex Luthor that makes us fear for Superman and Krypto, add in John Williams' iconic soundtrack, so it's there. And we can't help but look up, and be prepared to see how Jimmy Olsen's Riz is winning over the lady. Yeah, so that is supposed to, Gooch would have said that is supposed to be a big plot point that later on has maybe Miss Tessmacher letting Jimmy know about something bad that Lex is doing. It sounded like Gooch when he screamed.
I was about to say, there's people in the comments like, well, it's James Gunn's movie, Leon. I was like, I don't think y'all are getting it. It was a bit. I'm sorry.
I got what he was doing. Mo,
I appreciate it, Badger.
For 2, make a poem about tasting and avocados, and you're in. I love that he specifically that Jerry is a Sith Lord poet, because Sith had great culture before the Republic committed their little genocide on them. All right, I'm just saying.
Hashtag the Sith did nothing wrong. You've been listening
Hashtag
to
the Sith did nothing
Fuentes,
wrong.
Badger.
That's right. They were targeted. That's right. Just tried to practice their religion in peace. All right, we've seen this talk about the plummeting, but really, I think it's just pre-sales is what that is really going off of, and we've seen that it's already had 10 million, which, when we compare to the Batman, is like 3 million more. So I know that's maybe not the best metric, but
I don't remember if the Batman did well or not. I know
it's
people
about 7 point something million in pre-sales. So this is at 10.
I meant overall, like box office wise overall.
It's like 700.
Yeah, enough to make money, but not much.
Not like a boom,
Yeah.
Not Batman.
We heard that this scene has been removed because apparently now everyone is saying like Grok, because of course Grok is the fucking first one that anyone mentions. Basically, that James Gunn said that there was no CGI in this, and then later in the interview with Entertainment Weekly, he said that it wasn't a visual effects. But to be fair, he wasn't lying, because what he said was it was a drone shot spinning around, and then an actual shot of David spinning around, so it wasn't CGI, it was a superimpose. It wasn't a fake, it was the real face. But either way, as pointed out, how did that get by him? Yeah, what's superimposed?
I just like that we can admit that it looked like shit now.
It looked like shit that we can admit.
It did look like, and it wasn't us hating. It looked like shit. James Gunn admits it looks like shit. Do you feel silly if you were defending it? Like, it got by him. He admitted it got by me.
It's both. We need to be able to criticize without being called Snyder Bros, because Dante on Film Thread was like, man, everyone talking shit about this is just a Snyder Cut, bro. No. No. Plenty of people that love the stuff that Zach did with this and still have criticisms. I'm one of them.
And the movie, with eyes can
notice that you only have one.
Can notice it doesn't look good.
And the movie will be better now that that's not in it. It will be a better product because they listened.
Yes,
I'm not going to feel represented now, though.
We heard they're going to voice some of the robots, and we also know that Bradley Cooper is playing Jor-El.
Didn't Bradley Cooper say he was stepping away from big budget Hollywood productions and done doing superhero
films? Does this count like his homie that just threw him fucking,
He's Jor-El.
Yeah, being Jor-El is like a thing, though. That's like when Matt Damon's in Thor. That doesn't count as being in it. That's just like you're helping out.
Okay, and Jor-El is also really important, so I hope they give him.
I've heard when you get "and" put before your credit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be able to say that we've never had a bad Jor-El, like when this is out. I hope he gives a really good performance because
I
I don't
honestly
know.
don't
if it's
remember Jor-El much from the original '70s films. He's
Marlon Brando.
It's Brando, bro.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking
Yeah.
Zod, not Jor-El. I'm retarded. My bad.
No, and if you watch the Donner cut that has the second one, because those two movies, by the way, were filmed at the same time before he got replaced with Richard Leister or whatever the fuck it was. So there's a lot more. One of my favorite scenes is after Superman goes on that first montage of saving a bunch of people and stopping, like, he saves the helicopter and Lois. He goes back to the Fortress of Solitude and he has a conversation with Marlon Brando where he's like, the Jor-El character is like, I like it. I like helping people. And that's where Marlon, like, hey, careful you're not doing it for the adulation. Like, keep your ego in check.
Mm-hmm.
It gives more. Jor-El is super important to the mythos. So you do need to get him right. Obligatory new shot of Crypto because he's going to be in everything. It's fine.
He's hugging.
I actually do. I like the cape. It's long and flowing.
Yeah,
I like the,
like the cape.
Again, I've always loved the visages of Superman watching from the moon. Those have always been good. Like
him floating in space, quietly listening to the Earth and who needs help the most. Always the best.
Remember the first shot they released, him tying his shoe with who knows what happened in the background? That right there. That should have been the first shot they released.
Do you notice that every new thing we come out, we go, why wasn't this the first? Like, they must have fired whoever was doing their marketing and gotten someone else, because we know they got different editors and they added a composer.
Do you think that they're like actively listening?
100%.
Bro.
Of course they
Is James
They
Gunn
took
listening?
the blink out. They took the blink.
No. When I say
listening, I believe, but are they actually listening and then doing things based on? Yes, Leon, that second one. I would not think that James would have I would think he'd have the ego of fuck you. What I decide is right, but by all accounts, he is listening to feedback. He did cut out sex jokes that were throwing it off. He did whatever. Okay.
Which
I will
goes
give you
to
credit.
prove why it's important to talk about this stuff, because if people weren't complaining, can you imagine if that stuff made it into the film?
Yeah.
Like Sonic.
And they might be exactly like Sonic. They may be hate listening, but they're also responding. Again, that changing of the blinking when I know.
No. When I said listening, I should have prefaced, because this is obviously they're listening. That the hate listening is what I meant. Like, are they doing this out of spite, or is it like, oh, we genuinely appreciate the feedback? Like, I didn't delineate between the two very well. So thank you for the clarification of the comment.
And again, to be fair on that rule. It was Entertainment Weekly, where he talked about basically we all grew up with instant messenger and forums and
MySpace.
Yes, so now he just MySpace, yeah. Okay, that's fine, but now you need to reel it in a little bit. Just be a little more specific.
Well, he says he's cutting back because he's too busy, which naturally would happen. But when he first got the role, he was out there way too much. But hey, just keep backing off, bro.
This is the newest thing that led me to doing that post, which even the great Bo DeMeo commented on, agreeing with me on. Let's watch this and we'll talk about it.
You were out there helping them?
I thought I was.
They've always been wrong about me. I get scared, but that is being human. And that's my greatest strength.
Rated PG-13. Only.
So being human basically is my greatest strength, his humanity.
Yeah, I 100% agree with the sentiment. I want to know the context of why he's shouting it, because I would imagine Superman stoically saying something. Do you remember that one scene in the in the movie when he's, or in the animated series when he's like the Doomsday movie, where he's like I have to walk around as the world is a cardboard box, like, and he gives that speech. Like, that's how I imagine Superman handling those sort of moments where he acknowledges his, humanity and stuff. But if there's a reason for him to be shouting that in the moment, I'm okay with it. I feel like we need context, because that's the only part that I'm weary on.
He's shouting at Lex, who's jealous that the super guy is too super, but then Superman's trying to point out, but I'm human.
His command room with all of Lex's minions that were just watching the kaiju kill everyone. They chose him. Like, you can see all those scenes are. As I love you, but dear God, I get scared. That's my greatest strength. That is disingenuous as fuck. That's not what he said. And this is also exactly what I pictured Gooch doing when he said what he said in the thing. If he was watching with us, he would, plenty of people pointing out that, like, did you leave out the part where he says humanity is my greatest strength? So that's where I had this one. Just to be clear, Superman's humanity/empathy is, in fact, his greatest strength. You can shit on Gunn, but let's not retroactively prove you never understood the character. Shout out Bowie. You meant to say, couldn't be more right. But, yeah. Superman's empathy is the reason why he doesn't take over and smash everyone to little paste, as Leon was pointing out about I live like I... Go ahead, Erwin.
That was my response to Badger bringing it up to me was he's so OP. What keeps him from just taking over everything? What keeps him from just killing everyone, doing whatever he wants?
Lois Lane not being murdered by the Joker. That's what.
It's his humanity and whatnot, which of course Ma and Pa can't put into him. But then, as we were just talking about, you also still need that Jor-El side. He needs that parenting from his Kryptonian side. His whole character thing is that he's half Kryptonian, half human, and the dealing with it. So having
That's like Batman says it. An alien who, if he wanted to, could burn the whole place down. Like, no one knows that he was raised by fucking small town Christian farmers in the Midwest. No one knows he has decades of like restraint and morality and
Same with
empathy.
animals, right? Like you could have a lion in your house if you don't treat it
Pit
wrong,
bulls
it'll
have
be
bad
fine.
owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's this transcendent figure, which makes Lex hate him and whatnot. And he's in this moment. He's like, I'm just one of you guys. I'm fine with Superman having a moment
No,
like that.
in that context, that's a-okay because like since that there wasn't the initial shot, like it didn't show him in the office or anything yet because the scream starts while there's something else going on, and it cuts that way through. I was worried that was part of the interview and he was arguing with Lois.
Draconis, with respect, if you had put it on yourself to be the guardian of, we'll say, a country, America, but he's clearly a world hero, would you not be terrified that there would be something that you couldn't stop, that you'd be 1 second late and someone would die because you weren't like...
As his
that's a whole new level.
responsibility, as his belief that he can save people goes up, so does his fear of letting down people.
Yes.
Because he does judge himself by a different standard because he's not human. And he does have to wrestle with that,
And he has the ability to do all the things, right? So he puts a lot of pressure on himself to save all the people that he can, and like he feels obligated and feels responsible for when, and it would be a fear to not be able to fulfill that perceived obligation with the abilities that he has, right?
Obviously sorry, go for it.
No, go ahead, Lynn.
The line is obviously Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility, but that's applicable to nearly all of these good-hearted superheroes that have to put their lives on the back end to do their heroism first.
It's also one of my favorite quotes from Superman Returns when he flies Lois up and looks down. He's like, "You wrote that the world doesn't need a Superman, but every day I hear people crying for one. The world doesn't need a hero, but every day I hear people crying for one." Like, fuck. Picture that. Picture floating above Earth and you hear every cry for help, every injustice. Yeah, that's a whole new level of anxiety and fear of that. You have the power to stop some. Which ones?
Yeah.
And then you do your best, and then social media turns all against you.
You get
and
shit
you're
on
talking
hashtag
to
super shit.
Lex Luthor, and you get all frustrated, and that's presumably the setup to that moment.
Yeah,
I
and
like
also pointed out that I think even David said that yes, as Superman, he does try to be more stoic, but there are going to be certain moments where strong things, because he's early, he's only 3 years in, will break through. And I don't know. I'm willing to give it a chance.
Can I put fuel on the fire?
Sure.
So he's more experienced than Cavill was as Superman.
Yeah, by all accounts, he's been doing it for 3 years. Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care.
Because I don't know how long he was Superman for when we got to BVS, where they have the shot of him.
I'm talking about Man of Steel. I'm just talking about the moment. Yeah. But no, I don't care. I shouldn't have said it.
No, that was great. Stoke them flames, boy.
Man of Steel is just like the Batman in a lot of ways. Like, even though the Batman, he was the Batman, he wasn't really, because he didn't have the fully formed Bruce Wayne persona. He didn't have the full formed suit and all of that shit. It was proto. Same with Man of Steel. He didn't even become Superman until the end of the movie, and he only does it because there's an existential threat of Zod. Otherwise, he's just sort of floating about, saving people where he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Badger, he fucking steals clothes and doesn't leave an IOU. God damn.
He should have stopped the fight.
How dare he?
We do mention the Batman 2. By all accounts, June, and if you believe Culture Crave or Puck,
I don't.
Monday. Matt Reeves is turning in the script Monday.
I thought it was already turned in twice.
It was 3 times, and it keeps
Yeah.
getting rejected. Apparently, if we're to believe Culture Crave.
What Matt's doing is still really important, despite all the stories to the contrary. We're supposed to see that script shortly, and I can't wait. I do just love where he said, "Look, Matt's slow. Leave him alone. He's
Get
slow."
off his nuts.
Bro, Robert Pattinson's gonna be like 43. He's old. I know. He looks young.
How dare you, sir?
It is starting to catch up with him a little bit, though. Like Mickey 17, it's like, oh, he's like 34, 35. I didn't know he was 43, but like he's looking mid 30s and whatnot. So it's catching up to him.
He's up there.
Yeah. Paul Rudd and Tom Cruise also starting to.
Audacity.
I think maybe
Cruise.
they dropped
Starting
off
to
on the adrenochrome.
Yep.
We lost a lot in the pandemic.
You're starting to see it. Yeah. You'll have a quote, get off the meds.
Whatnot. Yeah.
That's,
I
yeah,
hated
exactly.
that guy. I hated that
I
so much.
fucking hate that whole quote.
Because that's not the point, right?
Yet is the key point here. He still has to film the Batman. He's supposed to be a young Batman.
Aren't there supposed to be 3? Wasn't there supposed to be part of a trilogy? So he still has to film this one and then the conclusion. So
Well, not only that, Andy, but when's the last movie that was supposed to be a trilogy stopped at a trilogy because like, oh, the trilogy made money, let's make a 4 and a 5.
Maybe like John Wick, Parabellum, where they're like, screw it, do a 4th one.
Yeah, unless they do a decent time jump. But yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, because this has been said before, the whole like Superman. If you fucking find a baby in a field, you're allowed to adopt it as a citizen. There's a whole provision that babies can be made American citizens. I saw someone was posting like for the TISM people that were trying to make this argument, he's a legal citizen to them.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering at what point in history were people just finding babies in fields where this law had to be
It's the
written?
abandoned baby thing.
It's Superman. Who gives a fuck?
It's a Moses allegory.
Like what?
Yeah. I mean, yes,
I mean, it is.
Was made by yous. Instead of putting them downriver, they put it in a fucking spaceship and shot them off.
It was made by us's? What?
Tiny hats. Yeah, no, I've actually seen the deep dives on this. That as originally interpreted, he was supposed to be analogous to like a Jewish golem in their mythology. This is when he was just leaping buildings. And then he absolutely got taken over by the Christians and John Byrne and all that, who just made him a Christ metaphor. And I'm fine with that too.
Just like the real Jesus.
Yeah, that's ours.
Holy
now,
shit,
thank you.
that's actually kind of fucking right,
A
Andy.
Jew who
That was
became.
good.
You're on fire, Andy.
That's why comics are important, guys.
Oh
They tell the human story.
Superman fought the KKK. I mean, they put him out of business.
And
I
that, by
love
the
the
way,
Superman take on the Democrats. Absolutely.
perfect example of Nicholas Holt talking about Lex Luthor of why he hates Superman. I don't want no fucking alien coming here and guiding humanity in the future. I will guide humanity in the future. I'm the one that's done this and kept everything over. I'm not going to have this idiot with a cheap suit and a bad smile, whatever, he's like, it tracks. But he sees Superman as like, artists look at AI.
Yeah.
To be fair, Lex is kind of right with that whole cheap suit shit.
I liked that. I thought it was a little tongue
intentional, maybe.
Yeah.
Lex
Maybe.
would definitely accuse Superman of being on the Epstein list. That's for sure.
Did you consult with the president? Clayface.
But he never flew on the plane because he can fly himself, Erwin.
Clayface.
He was the plane.
That just raises even more questions.
I don't know.
This is supposed to be R-rated. This is supposed to be body horror.
Yep.
And by all accounts, James
Yeah,
says
but
that
why
no,
was there a
they
picture
didn't.
of Elliot Page there?
Bro, this dude has. We looked at some of the things he's done. Yeah.
A big nobody.
He might be a good actor, but it is funny that anytime the DCU casts someone, he's not a nobody.
No, he's not a good actor. Is what everyone's
I don't know
in
because
the-
I've never seen him in shit.
He
But
was in the new Doctor Who, and I watched one episode, and I was confused by his character because he was so bad at acting. I thought it was like he was supposed to be just like some celebrity they shoved in. He was as gay or gayer than Shudigatwa in Doctor Who.
Oh.
It was abysmally bad. The second I saw it, I went, no.
So it's not Clayface, it's Gayface.
Observer, by all accounts, it is not. It's just
Bayface.
it's a standalone Clayface movie. We don't know if it's the same Clayface as seen in Creature Commandos, so we don't know if it's the Basil Carlo version or the Hagen version. But we know Mike Flanagan said he based it on the animated series version, which was a Hagen like matchup of he's an actor who gets a scarred face and he's using a special cream to make it. And I hope they go that route. But
and Matt Reeves is producing it.
Yeah, it's because DC has a great history with movies where a facial cream is the enemy. That was a Catwoman reference for those of you that don't remember.
I never watched Catwoman.
The evil thing is face cream that if you stop using it deforms you.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder if they were trying to do a Clayface type of connection.
Probably.
There's a Sharon Stone where she was the villain and Halle Berry was.
Yeah.
Yep.
By all accounts, this is still happening. We're in a good place. The Sergeant Rock movie. I feel like we're in a pretty good place. We're still moving forward, but it's not going to be. What would Peter want me to say here? So it's still moving forward, but yeah, right now it wasn't exactly where I wanted to be creatively, so it needs a little bit of a change. This would have also been a period piece. We heard they delayed it. He made it seem like it was a quality reason they delayed it, but originally it was because they said they needed to film in summer because of location shooting or winter or whatever.
Oh, good. Then Trump's going to tear the fuck out of this film. It's not Hollywood.
Depends on if it could have been shot in America. Then you get lemon party, let's go Barbie, lemon party. Takes up a different
Great
connotation.
Aqua reference. Very much appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. No more.
Well, I'll take this
triggering
brief
James
moment to say, guys, if you don't listen to Aqua, they've got more than just Barbie Girls. They've got like 3 solid good albums. Check out Aqua.
Yeah, they're unironically badass.
I will just mention, I was going to bring up, I love you, Bo, but you, much like Elon, maybe should not be tweeting when you're upset. We found out that Jake Schreier is going to be he apologized. Perhaps I acted too harshly. We'll get him back on Sunday with Gooch and we'll talk about it. Yeah, he not too happy that Jake Schreier, director of Thunderbolts, is going to be directing X-Men, that we got another corn-fed white boy to direct a movie about people who are prejudiced, discriminated against. If you remember, there was the talk that Bob Iger wanted an event film and Kevin wanted a social film. And while I agree that X-Men would be the most social justice focused, you're going to get an event
of white boys.
A B F. Award Master.
Chosen one.
Don't you get it, Hook? It's based on melanation. All right? Asians, white. Jews, white. Spanish, white. Everyone is white unless you're black or Mexican. Don't you get it?
Spanish.
That's how it works.
We are white.
Sorry, I didn't make the rules. Puerto Rican. Guess what else I am? White. Oh, sorry. Hook's one of those OG racists. It's very important that you actually have to be white to be called white. I'm sorry, Hook. I know. I didn't mean to inform you.
So wait. Hook. Italians,
Mudblood.
white or not? I'm curious.
Italians, if they're the lower Italian, white. If they're the upper Italian, Moors.
It's like the Family Guy meme where you hold up the different shades.
It's they get to pick when they feel like it.
Hook is a very progressive. Thank you. That's what I was doing. I got to set this up to raid into Leon very, not even vigorously, but just rudely. There, let me.
Yeah, because we're going to go in live literally like effectively right after this because I'm doing solo tonight and I got some shit to work through.
He's going to solo for us. It's all right. I'll try to watch it.
For everyone
Erwin,
to see.
Do you want to talk about
Leon's
tomorrow
gonna
morning?
tag a creator of color. I stream tomorrow. Make sure you play Expedition 33.
Yeah, that's what. Well, not tonight because I'm probably going to pass out from the copious amounts of allergy medicine. But tomorrow after we stream, I will be playing all of the Expedition 33 because goddamn, did the people that are extolling its virtues, they were not lying. It is good. Rossi for 2. Badger. Thank Dave for putting Ray on hold. KK retiring 100%. Yeah, KK's going to retire on that victory that was Andor season 2. Dave, we trust. All right, so everyone go over to Leon after this. ABF, you are going on a vacation to get away from the crippling heat to the mountains.
I will be back on Monday to host Off the Hip, so make sure to tune in 9 p.m. Eastern.
Excellent. Just in time for the Batman script to be delivered and us all to get confirmation that totally happened.
Yeah.
Excellent use of,
Be safe.
excellent use of Eastern time as well.
Yeah.
It did not
By the
go
way,
unnoticed.
It's the fun thing, McCracken. If you're half white and most other things, you're white. But if you're half white and black, you're black. That's how that works.
Not where I'm
Hey,
from.
Badger.
Yeah.
Can you check release the McCracken's post that I put in the private chat?
That one is worth showing.
Okay. All right.
Before
Let's
we
see
wrap
this
up
right
here.
Oh,
You know,
no.
since Gooch isn't here, you know.
Oh, no.
I want to see. I need it. Oh no.
We
Oh my
told
goodness.
you how many of the cocaine-filled balloons could he fit in the prison wallet. Turns out quite a lot.
Turns out all of them.
My.
God, that is
All of
haunted. That is haunted.
Frog spawning.
I tried to tell him he was allowed to bring his comic books into the country, but he insisted.
Shout out, yeah, he is busy editing his book because it's not just enough that he is a famous YouTuber. He has to write books too. So shout out to Niad editing right now. Yeah, look up, Gooch. Look up. Moxie, you're looking up. You have anything to plug
Tomorrow, my Deep Six Flicks with Leon up there. Don't know if DSC is going to join us, but I don't care because it's one of my favorite movies of all time that hardly anyone
To
has
be
heard
fair,
of.
if it's just you and I and he's not there, and unfortunately Brian won't be joining us either, you and I will just gush over how much we fucking love the movie without
Heck
any
yes.
sort of divergences to dumb shit like Rings of Power. So,
oh, that must be
Yes, thank you. So I made Leon watch this in Discord, and it was fantastic.
like
So
a
we get
year
to gush
ago,
about
I
it
think.
tomorrow.
Like, it's been a
I
minute,
know,
and
it's
I've
been
not
forever.
forgotten about it.
It's fantastic. I love it so much. So we're gonna gush about that tomorrow night. And then beyond that, I have not had confirmation from Vex, but she's supposed to be my guest on Monday. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I'm sure she'll show. Who's gonna miss Moxie's show? Get out of here. Doolies. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, of course. So tomorrow we have our members movie night for the members Mummy Returns.
For the members return.
Members returns. For the Mummy Returns. And then
That's part of our Rachel Wise Guys series that we're doing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We just started up. It's also the last time we're doing it, but yeah.
And then we have a video dropping tomorrow.
Wider
Tomorrow.
than a mile.
Tomorrow.
Rat, excellent job on all the flair and shenanigans and stuff that you got on there.
Yeah, sorry I have AIDS. So
Oh my God, we will absolutely be trying to get you a new mic. Well, a new mic is indeed needed. Until then, thank you. Oh my God, how do we do it? 79 episodes, because I know math. 80 episodes, a nice, satisfying number next week. And until then, everyone go right over to Leon. Don't leave. Don't leave. We're just going to do the thing. Going to end it.
Quick.
Hold on.
Yeah. Put the hand